we got the grand finals up for you. A rematch between FireWall and No Capes. For those tuning in just now, they were the semifinals, or actually the finals technically, of the upper bracket, No Capes versus FireWall. Now, No Capes sent down to the lower bracket to face off on Team Wang. Kyle, you just tuned in right now, right? If he's still here. Guess he's not here. Oh, geez, just leave. God, what a guy.
I will say that first series, though, boy, what a close one. It came down to overtime in that final 7th match of the best of 7, where it was just an unfortunate little mistake there, as No Capes was actually probably had the advantage. They've kind of been plagued by a little bit of unfortunate bad luck there, as the server kind of went down when they had the advantage in one match that could have allowed them to actually squeak out the edge and retain their advantage. But if by chance they are able to come back and win this best of 7 series, it will push it to a second sudden death, and again, No Capes would regain the server advantage. As it stands currently, though, with FireWall winning that first series earlier today, they currently now come into the grand finals with the server advantage. So we're going to be starting the first 2 matches on European servers, followed by 3 from US East. And then if we make it that far, we'll head back to EU for our final 2 matches again. But we are currently waiting on getting FireWall down onto the ice. Looks like we have No Capes ready to go. So although it looks like we're missing Emptiness now, but we'll get them coordinated in here and underway just momentarily.
Yeah, it looks like everybody.
We have an update on thank you, Kyle. His phone died, so
that's why his phone died.
Yeah.
Oh,
rip! Thank you, Kyle's phone.
Rip phone, as man. You know, see, you got to charge your phone. Gonna come on stream, got to charge your phone, man. Jeez. That said, Vel is in the lobby. Don't know why he hasn't joined his team yet. There we go. Everybody ready to go. Jin stream.
We're all 6 at a potential for actually no. Continuum and Saint are gonna sprint in for the face-off. Instantly, almost feels like things are picked up space. Both teams racing, it seems, rushing for things. We've stalled out just for a second here as Vel puts one off the left wall there. Squirts it out to the right side, but a good challenge by Dark Demon.
Oh.
Down. Vel, a couple of taps and a bicycle kick, forces that one out wide, squeaking out of that dangerous situation.
Yeah, Bluey getting a massive touch to send it to the offensive side. Now they're back. Starting to see some organization here from No Capes. FireWall had to sit this one out, or sit out the last series, obviously, and No Capes, they've been playing this whole time. They are warm, they are hungry, and they're looking for that reset.
Although, no time again. We were wondering whether or not they would choose to stick with Dark Demise or bring time back. At least for the moment, they've chosen to stick with Dark Demise. So we'll see what this lineup can do versus that strong FireWall team. Continuum now. Oh! I don't know if that was calculated or...
I'm going to call it calculated because Vel was lurking here right at about mid-ice and right where basically the orange line would be for offsides if this was actual hockey. That said, he just saw the play developing, went up for it, slams it home, finding the lower corner. That's all you need to do here to take the lead here. Early in the game, only a minute and a half in, and No Capes, they're not disorganized, just found themselves in an awkward position on that last play.
I mean, Vel had to sneak that one to the back side of Emptiness, so give him credit. If it was calculated, it was certainly an accurate strike. Now, though, No Capes putting pressure back in the other direction as they crept up eerily close to the face of FireWall goal, but again, FireWall kind of averting catastrophe as they punched things out and are now worked back over into No Capes.
God, Vel just got bodied hard by Emptiness, trying to attack. The attack is still on here for No Capes. The Bluey got a great touch there for the outbound cross. Here's Continuum, looking for Vel. Pass up to Bluey. Bluey electing to not go with an aerial. Actually bounces it off the top of Scar, get it past Dark Demise, but Saint looking for the pass. Demise centers. Emptiness is also moving up. They're in formation.
Yeah, they had a 3-on-1 there. But looks
in
like
the pinch.
a lack of boost from Saint stalled out that counterattack play, and then it kind of just bounced off of the back of Emptiness, who was the farthest forward. And, you know, in trying to react to that, he rushed to try and get back in front of Vel, and the resulting pinch puts FireWall up 2 now.
That right there was just great timing by FireWall. Just reading the play, realizing that it's stalled out, and just attack.
Bluey now taking it high up around the left-hand side. Emptiness there for the strong challenge, but Continuum is going to pick it up. Forces Emptiness to rush back into the center for yet another defensive challenge, but he does successfully get there. Oh, a strike by Saint. Forces Bluey to come up for a decent challenge.
Yeah, Saint going for the little bit of a wrister shot there, but Bluey reading that well. Now he's going to have to scramble back. He does get there in time. Still holding on to this 2-goal lead.
Dark Demise came up with a decent challenge. I thought he was going to be able to body and push Bluey a little bit farther out of the way than he results in doing, but still enough time. They can't count themselves out yet as Dark Demise puts up a shot. Bluey does get over in front of it, though.
I'm waiting for a more physical play. We're starting to see Emptiness and Dark Demise going for the bumps and things of that nature. But really, FireWall just setting themselves up for plays instead of getting physical like that. Bluey with a booper, not going to work out. Vel trying to gather this up and keep it alive, but Continuum able to do just that.
Dark Demise back, though, on defense where he needs to be. Trying to advance it, but then gets bodied out of the way by Vel. We're back down to the other side. This one streaks high across the FireWall goal. Vel with a nice little tap touch puts it down and past center ice. Bluey now taking it up and dropping it in. Easily covered by Emptiness. A little bit of
challenge there by Continuum and Dark Demise. They were just duking it out over the puck, found themselves in great positions to make sure they could have a good challenge. Not much speed on it, but Bluey going for that upper 90. Not going to work this time around. Just wasting the time here. Still 2-0. No Capes find themselves in dire need of a goal.
I do like the setups, though, that FireWall is attempting to make. They are setting up decent opportunities for themselves. Time is going to wind down in this first of the best of 7, though. And FireWall is going to take your initial series lead. Bluey being your MVP of the first match, coming in with no goals, 2 saves, and 1 shot. Yeah. Vel actually scoring both of the goals for their team, but not able to edge out Bluey for that top spot.
Yeah, Bluey is just kind of popping off. A lot of aerial attacks. Just kind of feeling the puck right now. Was expecting him to be a little bit rusty, as you know, obviously he's going to be practicing with the ball much more than a puck, but all 3 of these guys just playing really awesome Rocket League, as sort of expected. No Capes not outclassed by any means, though, as they were able to keep this one within 2.
Absolutely.
Lots of pressure. Look at those shots. I mean,
6-2.
6 shots. Not bad. Just need to get some accuracy going.
Well, I'm excited. Let's see what we have in store for us. Grand Finals hype.
We're waiting for Muffin Man to ready up. So we move into game 2. No Capes. Looking for revenge after not exactly a stomping, but they found themselves in some awkward situations and were just not able to take advantage of any of the opportunities that were provided them by FireWall. That said, FireWall had some really good defensive rotations, keeping someone behind that puck at all times. And even when nobody was behind us, someone was already lining up for it. That communication coming in handy Vel off a kickoff near, just a near quick goal there in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, that was almost trouble early. As a good follow in after that face-off, and certainly FireWall put an early shot on. Emptiness, I believe, was the one back. Oh no! Oh no!
You look away for 1 second, and suddenly Saint is just slamming things around. That was all an own goal from Continuum.
It was Continuum, but this is one of those things that I mentioned early in the stream. If you just catch it right in the air like that, you can, just a couple of quick touches, you can literally, it's almost like a pinch from the air, but you saw the speed that was generated. And that's another Snow Day exclusive.
Definitely makes things way interesting, as now FireWall is going to have to play a lot more aggressive, because No Capes is going to be, that's what I said, aggression, Continuum coming in hot.
You know, it just elected. They knew they had the setup. It was close. Let's just go and put a body on it. He was even in the air, and he kept his momentum with that forward dodge. Slammed it home, resulting in that pinch. Tied up. Still plenty of time left, though.
Getting past Vel right here. Emptiness low on boost. Attempting to just keep some pressure alive here. Not even a minute has elapsed. We've already seen 2 goals here in game 2. Vel, possible breakaway. Can't get there in time.
Dark Demise back in a good defensive position. Rotates back into the center. Emptiness trying to put one, just nose it past, get a good center there, but not going. They are challenging early. Really, nobody back for more than a brief second for No Capes, as
Dark Demise,
they're absolutely putting on the pressure.
As Demise here just found himself in a great position, realizing the Emptiness was on his way back, and Saint keeping the puck in front of the net right there. So much pressure coming out from FireWall just to stay around the puck, and it forced them out of position. They need to play a little bit smarter if they want to take this game too.
You got to give credit to Dark Demise there, to have the patience not to just rush in and commit in that sort of exciting instant. So props to him for that. Satan Vel now going up high into the corner, chasing after one in No Capes territory. It's going to get resulted in popping over, but Bluey's going to put this one back. This one could be dangerous. Continuum gets in just too eager, though, and stops that one from falling. Catastrophe or danger averted by No Capes for the moment. Dark Demise now with a potential breakaway opportunity, at least 1v1. Doesn't quite get the... great pass by Emptiness, sets it up for Saint.
Back to Emptiness. Oh my god, Bluey managing to rotate in and knock it out of the way. But Dark Demise just getting in Vel's way so no clear happens. Emptiness. Up and around. Can he make it happen? Dark Demise was there. It's off the noob corner. Not going to work out as Vel finally clears this one away. We're going to see some orange side action now.
Saint now going up high. Tips it down. Emptiness almost there for a long strike. Just off. Dark Demise is going to get the follow, though. Saint now up for the challenge. Sneaks it. Puts one back to the back wall. Little touch from Continuum, dropping it down, but again, No Capes is there, keeping the pressure up. Saint now from the right-hand side, tries to drop it in, Continuum's there in time.
Again, it's just this constant pressure on the puck from FireWall. It's forcing No Capes to get in the air and get a little bit more creative with their plays. And Saint is up, shooting, but it's going to bounce off the backboards. Dark Demise keeping it out. And Continuum still into his own corner. Bluey with a massive clear. That is on target. Dark Demise lines it up, slams it to his side. Still 2-1 in favor of No Capes. FireWall looking to respond quickly as only a minute and a half left.
Dark Demise again. They're not actually retreating as far back as we've seen them in the series, but it's actually paying off for them because they're getting the challenges pretty quick. So, I mean, a lot of good play right now from both squads.
Tons of great play from both squads, but really, No Capes finding themselves in the lead here, and they're managing to stay cool under pressure, leaving a man behind. But this is going to allow Vel for a shot, and it will be blocked away.
Puck worked its way off the wall. So hard to read when you're trying to approach inside there, because it doesn't let you jump on that curved slope. So that's always a real annoyance when you want to get in off the wall to a puck or even a ball. But kind of back and forth, trading blows. Emptiness and Bluey now colliding for 50. Puck really not venturing far from center ice, but a little give and go sets up an opportunity for Dark Demise, who just isn't quite able to get to it.
The Bluey to Vel play was absolutely fantastic, just off target on the redirection. Again, that puck control, a little bit tough to predict when it comes down to excellent plays like that. If it was a ball, I could guarantee that was in, but it's not.
Oh, no.
So Bluey with the half flip sends it straight to emptiness. Pressure now for FireWall. They're looking for pinches. They're looking for anything at this point. 5 seconds left. Game 2. FireWall
Bell goes up, touches it.
Down, and no capes taking game 2.
Well, a repeat of the first series. I mean, FireWall took the first game. No capes immediately responded, and that's what we have in this one as well. Boy, I really don't know what to expect.
This was definitely going to be a hard one to call, especially on that first series that we saw during the stream. Lots of action happening there as it went all 7 games. FireWall able to take that one. That said, No Cape seems to just kind of catch up, and then FireWall changes their strategy a little bit and switches it up just enough to send No Capes off their suspension, if you will. But we'll have to see if FireWall can do that right now, but No Capes is really feeling it, especially because they had to fight back up to the upper bracket.
We're also going to have a server change because that's the first 2. So we're going to get that one underway. But I do want to comment that it really switched because in this last match, even though No Capes took the victory, it was FireWall that had the majority of the shots, which was the exact opposite of our first game in this series. So... you know, they are absolutely trading blows.
It all comes down to efficiency. How fast can you get the puck to the other side, and how accurate you can be with that last touch. No Capes leaving someone back pretty much that whole game. It was essentially the 2-on-3 that worked so well against Team Wang, who has been carded as the more experienced snow day team in this sort of 3-game set. No Capes just need to keep doing the exact same thing that they did this time around. It'll force the reset, and we'll have another game 7. That said, FireWall not playing to the speed that we're used to seeing them play at. So we'll have to see if we're going to start seeing some pass plays and not so much, I'm not going to say laziness, but I will say just flat out speed. It's flat out speed.
All right, we are getting the last of both teams back in. We're now switched over to US East servers, so No Capes is already still looking good, though, as they are still tied in this best of 7. But now with a better ping situation, let's see if they can squeeze out perhaps an advantage. Force us back to the final 2 matches over on the East, like we saw with the first series from today. This one is dangerous. Saint goes up for the block, but Bluey is able to get in there and snakes in the goal. Only 11 seconds into this match, and FireWall's on the board early.
Yeah, emptiness just a little bit too far under the puck there. Bluey attacking, just in complete attack mode. Able to wrap the car around right where it needs to be to slam that one home. Very early goal here, though. No Cape still has plenty of time to recover.
Continuum with a little cheeky touch there as he sneaks one by the No Capes defender. I think it might have been Dark Demise. But now a little bit of a team play, and Dark Demise is putting up the pressure around the right-hand side. Saint comes and collapses in, attempting to get a strike in, but a little bit of a collision and back and forth pops that one out wide. We're back down to the races and at the other end. Bell and Saint fighting in the corner. Continuum now. Saint's able to pop one back out to center ice. No, nothing really developing though. Emptiness though. Pipes in. This one's just wide. He gets a pull-up touch. Bang! Tied up Only a minute into this third bout. I like what we're seeing.
Dark Demise electing to just stay on the offensive side, and that kind of confused FireWall, as FireWall was expecting a big clear, and it just didn't come out. So that left Emptiness there to just rotate in, do this little half rotate sort of play, and keep the puck right in front of the net. Exactly what he needed to do right there. We're tied at 1.
Bell and Bluey maybe with a little bit of a miscommunication, as they both kind of committed for a ball there or a puck there on the side. But nothing, no danger resulting. Kind of just following and chasing it around the ice currently. Bell now putting one in, looks for Bluey. Saint comes up with a nice clear though. Continuing now, high from the left-hand side, almost finds Bluey. That was a bit of pressure. Saint now off to the races in the other direction.
Saint nearly had a breakaway, but the coverage by FireWall to make sure that there was 2 people around him that could have been really dangerous for them, as we've seen so many crazy pinches just in this 3 series that we've had on stream tonight. But with 3 minutes left here, it's anybody's game at this point. We are tied in the series.
Bluey and Dark Demise dropping one high from the right-hand side. A little bit of a clear attempt by Dark Demise. That one's going to pop off backwards on him. FireWall trying to keep the pressure up. No Cape's going to be able to fight this one back out into their territory, and empty. Bell, Continuum forced to come out. Is able to get the stop though.
The Emptiness with so much patience there on the defense, able to read the play well. Now we've got a breakaway. Ends up demoing Vel, but Saint can't challenge that. Dark Demise was up there with him. Now it's a breakaway for Bluey.
Oh!
Skids it in. The slap shot not working out, so he pads it in. 2-1.
That one almost ricocheted off that post and could have gone in a bad direction, but Bluey read it well and was there for the nice little slide tap to get them the advantage. But we still have half of this game left to play, so Dark Demise now getting to the face-off first, getting the first touch. A nice bump though, sets a 1v1 up for Continuum, but he's not able to get it past Saint.
Oh, Dark Demise found himself on the right side of that play, right at center ice. All he did was take the face off and grab a little bit of boost. Emptiness using that flat Batmobile to slam it up, and Dark Demise realizing a play developing.
It was a good team play. Reading the situation, they saw that FireWall was a little bit committed, all of them in the no cape zone, and either as a result from being just the farthest over there or the slowest back, was in the right position that he needed to be, and we're tied up. 2 minutes left. Although Continuum almost sneaks one in the right-hand side. Saint there at the absolute last second. Holy crap. Dark Demise now. Medium Continuum down in FireWall corner. Saint comes up, almost gets a touch, but Bluey puts enough of a body to force that one out to the left. Bell now in his own corner. Collides with Bluey. A little bit of a miscommunication there, perhaps. This one gets passed back out to center ice, though. Bell in emptiness now. Trading blows, although this is another opportunity. No capes. Dark Demise has got that one blocked. Is it gonna go? Finally it does, as Emptiness literally from the farthest back is able to get all the way in from center ice for the last and final touch, as they take the advantage now.
Yeah, Continuum found himself way up there, expecting the massive clear or a pinch clear or something to get a breakaway headed out his way, but Vel managing to warp his car around the puck instead of getting a touch, and Bluey completely out of position on that play. That gives No Capes the lead here. FireWall are on the ropes.
All right, No Capes already starting to set up their, offense, their half-court offense, if you will. A couple of pressures. Bluey and Continuum finally are able to snag their boost, so the boost advantage is no longer in No Cape favor. But they haven't yet broken back out to center ice. Bell now with a decent touch is able to poke it up forward a little bit. Gets a follow-up demo on Dark Demise. They're able to put this one center. Is it Continuum? Oh my goodness, Saint with another save.
Saint with the sliding save, just patting it away barely. Just keeping this 1 goal lead alive. Only 20 seconds left in this matchup, or in this game. Bluey looking to tie that up quick, but Emptiness with a huge pinch.
Yeah, one of those aerial catch flames. And but boy, I gotta say, Saint's living up to his name with those saves. I don't know if he's quite to a savior just yet, but his namesake is strong. And No Capes, 2 in a row, find themselves now up in this series.
Now, FireWall, a little bit disorganized on the defense, just not able to read the speed that No Capes gets once they finally get onto that offensive side. But FireWall just need to reorganize themselves a little bit, maybe take a bit of a breather, and just chill, bud.
We'll see if they can freeze their opponents.
Let's see what you did there.
It's a very, very poor and lame attempt, but
It was pretty bad. I mean, I'll admit, we're still waiting on the Muffin Man.
I gotta give the chat something to fling at me. I wouldn't be doing my job otherwise.
I mean, there's plenty to fling at you, bro. Vegetables, usually tomatoes and lettuce. No, nothing.
I mean, can we go with something maybe sweeter? Hard candies.
Could. I suppose we could. I mean, yeah, but those hurt.
What's a little pain?
Wow. Kappa.
What is going on with the server though? All right, there we go.
Yeah, it looks all right.
I lost the connection to the game. That is fun.
Good stuff. Bluey here off the backboard. I'll cover for you, man. No worries. Dark Demise stopping the play. Continuum's up. Looking for a pass to Vel. Vel wisely staying back as Bluey is the one way, way up here. Looking for a pass. Pass out to Vel. Dark Demise is up. Vel gets the touch, but it's off the crossbar.
Emptiness is able to get a touch. Puts that one back out a little bit. And Saint and up to Emptiness now. 1, 2, 3. Now Dark Demise goes for a touch of his own, but it only results in just kind of pushing the puck down to the other end.
Saint challenges this well. Emptiness to pick up. Emptiness looking for Dark Demise, but Vel is there. Couldn't get the dunk on Vel. Now Vel with a slight breakaway. Saint repositioning. Emptiness came in clutch here. Saint with a pass out to Emptiness. Challenged by Continuum. It still heads out to this near side wall.
Bluey now high from the right-hand side. Drops one down. Does find, well, looking for Vel. This one's going to sail over his head, though, and Saint's going to push it back out to the center. Bluey's going to force another one in, but unfortunately right to 2 No Capes who are there waiting for it. But Vel almost snakes one in. Oh, 2 attempts as Bluey gets the rebound. Boy, 2 close clincher moments. Emptiness
off the
now.
sidewall. Emptiness.
Second
Looking for
touch.
that second touch, but Bluey right to Dark Demise. Vel in the corner. Straight to Bluey. A pass out to Continuum. Gets it above. Looking for Bluey again. Dark Demise to get in the way of this.
I really like that team play. They were looking for each other, and that could have really been effective. Only one back from No Capes, I believe it was Dark Demise, who read that one pretty well, or at least was playing it defensively enough to make sure that they weren't going to get an easy runaway goal.
Emptiness right out of his own corner, grabbing a little bit of boost. Straight to Vel, who was looking for a shot, but the pinch not quite working out. As we're watching FireWall playing fairly defensive, they're not overcommitting at all, but they're not really setting up a lot of offensive plays either.
No Capes certainly seems to be finding their stride. Both teams are doing a fairly great job of getting early challenges. So they're not providing the other team anywhere near enough time as they would like to be able to form something. So it's really going to be, is somebody going to make a mistake like that?
There's the mistake. Continuum got
so
bumped.
dangerous.
Continuum was bumped by Emptiness, and that completely threw him off the shot. Game 4, is a fire burner here for both teams.
Bell pausing it, slows it down. Did a good job to throw off Dark Demise, but enough time for a No Capes defender to still cycle back in. We're down to the other end, though, as Dark Demise tisses back to Saint momentarily, goes up.
Uh-oh.
Gets a touch, tries to put it around the corner. Good, strong challenge by Continuum, and this is a breakaway opportunity. 2v1.
Ooh, good challenge by Dark Demise to come out of net for that. Even though there was an offender there, he still went for it. And again, one of those sort of snow day specialty things. If the puck isn't swirling around on the ground, or on the ice, I should say. Is Vel looking through traffic? We need the streamer to hit the letter H on his keyboard, please. Turn on the nameplates. Emptiness on an empty net. The first goal took almost 4 minutes, but No Capes is up.
Let's see how this one developed. Just a little bit of a misread. I guess Vel didn't think that he was going to get the quick touch that he did on it, but he was able to sneak that one just to the right-hand side. Final defender, Continuum, streaking in, but not there. A minute left. Emptiness. And Vel now. Vel pushes one out, gets it to the center ice. Continuum now. A little bit of an unfortunate touch in position by Bluey, and this one is back down into the firewall zone. Continuum now. Able to get it past Emptiness. Drops one down. A good stop by Saint, though, and we're back to the races in the other direction. No Capes is going to capitalize. You can't really call this necessarily a cherry pick, but a good read by Emptiness to switch his momentum and beat Bluey to that puck.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. FireWall playing super confident right now, and it's really starting to bite them. They need to calm down, keep that one man back, or at least at half.
Midfield would have been better than where they were. Absolutely.
But yeah, no, they were just completely out of position on this, and it's that overconfidence. They know that. Oh, Continuum with the bullet!
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. He caught that one and literally rifled it in the right-hand side. Bang. Sweet spot on the puck, and you see what happens. That might be the strike of the day so far.
Hang on, Emptiness in the chat. OMG, all the eggs have snow on them, according to Dark Demise, and they do. I've never noticed that.
That's true, hey. DHS snowy.
Bluey looking to tie this up.
Even
10 seconds left.
Eggs are out here supporting on these ice capades.
Continuum gonna line this up off the wall. Dark Demise sends it back. Bluey is there. The kill from Emptiness gives No Capes the 2-game lead.
That's a, I guess, threatening series there. They win one more and they're gonna push it to a second 7.
We'll have to see if they're able to do just that as the players are ready for Game 5. FireWall looking to win 2 more to take the RHL championships here in Season 1.
So, Ninja, what's up with this series? The teams that are losing are the teams that are not putting up the most pressure on goal. Because the shot advantage there definitely went in favor of FireWall despite No Capes' victory. And we've seen that the other matches of this series too. So it's just something strange and interesting to note.
Yeah, well, No Capes, realizing that this is snow day and not soccer, they keep a man back, and they're able to. What happened here?
We're missing somebody.
Lost a guy.
Oh.
Guess we're going for a restart.
Yep, I'm gonna have to get connected and tell them.
So, but yeah, FireWall has been trying to play super aggressive. They're committing all 3 players to the offensive end, whereas No Capes is just not allowing that to happen. They're comfortable with not scoring a ton of goals, and they don't mind keeping a man back and just having some offensive pressure, just waiting for FireWall to get moving, get that spin cycle going, and then they end up out of position because the puck moves in a different way than a ball does. So FireWall trying to predict where the puck's going to be instead of a ball might be messing them up a little bit, just being so used to playing the normal Rocket League mode.
All right, we have the server recreated. We're just waiting for the players to get back in joined. The first of which are starting in. Looks like we have No Capes now. Make sure Bell has this info.
We're just waiting for the teams to jump in. Jaden Stream getting in touch with everybody.
All right, and we have them pointing the ice. So we're hopping back in. Again, the series is currently 3-1 in favor of No Capes. If they're able to snake this one in and win this series, we're going to have yet one more best of 7, all things tied up, sudden death, as both teams in that instance will have one loss to their record. Dark Demise is taking the early advantage off of this face-off, puts one up to Emptiness. Ooh, this one strike in off of the high corner there. As Saint, oh no, unfortunate. Continuum is going to pick up his first goal, but that was kind of just an unlucky pinch from the far side.
Yeah, and Saint just found himself on top of the puck with Continuum underneath him. And of course, Continuum facing the proper way sends the puck all the way down, and they find themselves with that early 1-goal lead. This is going to be interesting to see how No Capes keeps their composure if they're able to.
Bell now coming in, putting a strike on the puck from center ice. Although this is a back and forth as Saint takes one around the right side. See what Bluey does. Kind of elects to send across. Emptiness is going to be the first over. Dropping down, looking for Dark Demise. Not wide enough there as the puck sails just over his head. Bluey now from the opposite side, trying to take one from high. Not going to go. Saint looking for Dark Demise. Not able to put the strike on he wanted, but he puts it into the corner and attempting to get something going. No Capes keeps the pressure up from that left-hand corner. It looks like Emptiness may have even snaked the firewall boost there in the left. Bluey with a strike, though. If not for Dark Demise, would have been up 2.
Still in the danger zone there for No Capes as they not been able to clear it out of their zone. I'm thinking Firewall is growing a little bit tired of the No Cape shenanigans. They want to win this one.
A little bit of a miscommunication there between Dark Demise and Emptiness. Oh my goodness. A good touch by Emptiness to keep that puck floating, and they tie it up.
Yeah, Vel right here just looking for a monster clear, and it just did not work out. Right to Dark Demise and Emptiness, who I think Emptiness called off Demise to take that shot, and we're tied at 1.
Continuum was actually in a decent spot to try and pick up the stop, but hard to, had virtually no reaction time, or no time to react, rather. Saint now, going up for a 50-50, results in a bit of a pop-up. Emptiness is going to be the first to get a touch on it, but this could result in a fast break the other direction. Bell to Bluey trying to get it back to maybe Continuum. He's there to get his challenge in to break things up, though.
The triple commit to Firewall on that right side corner. They need to spread out a little bit. Finally, Continuum able to get some sort of clearance. Dark Demise right in.
Vel last man back.
Yeah, Vel keeping that goal completely covered here. But now Continuum, not allowing that mistake to happen again here. We're still tied at 1 at halftime.
Puck kind of bounced off of Emptiness's car. Perhaps not in the direction that he was hoping, but a good defensive cycle, and they are pushing the puck right back down into the Firewall territory. I'm thinking, I gotta say, No Capes is looking pretty strong right now.
And No Capes looking pretty good, but Firewall seem to have figured out their issues, and they seem to have somebody on that puck at all times. Anytime that puck gets anywhere near their net, they're accelerating at it, and No Capes not super aggressive on it, and like they were before. They probably realized that they just need to win this one, and they move into a bracket reset.
You're right. We're not seeing any overcommits, but still very smart and poised play by No Capes currently. A little bit of a misread there. Saint was going for the block on Bluey, but not expecting the whiff. Results Continuum now, taking it up the left-hand side. Gets it all the way in front, but Dark Demise is in front of it. Slap it out wide.
Dark Demise not pulling a Continuum is able to stay very composed on the puck. Now Dark Demise has a chance. looking for the goal, and there you go. Dark Demise getting the lead for No Capes.
Well, I gotta say, I'm totally okay with yet another best of 7, because this is beautiful snow day right here. I'm loving watching these guys. Emptiness and Bell.
Gonna be happy.
Dark Demise is gonna get over to that boost to see if he can do anything with it. Kind of loses it where he wanted it, or maybe he just didn't think he had anybody to advance it to, so he tries to bring it back. Nothing really formulating at the moment, although this one goes dangerous or precariously close and in front of No Cape's goal. A long clear by Dark Demise. Is this one gonna fall? Oh, and it does. 40 seconds left. They find themselves up 2. Starting to look grim for this best of 7 if you're Team FireWall.
Yeah, Dark Demise just read that well, stayed really patient and back, realizing that nobody was there for FireWall, and able to slam that one home. Really accurate, especially from the sniper position up all the way back at the net.
Bell now with a shot. Emptiness there where he needed to be, though. Emptiness trying to tap it over too. Bluey's going to get up to it first, though. Tries to take it around the corner. Gets it in front. This is going to be dangerous, and it is. 23 seconds. There's plenty of time. Let's see if they have the answer.
There is still time here for FireWall to figure out how to take down this No Capes defense. And really, it's going to come down to speed. They need to speed this play up and get themselves behind that puck for a nice slap shot or something, some sort of pinch play, anything. As we're going to see right now, Vel can finish it off. Not going to happen. Bluey going to chase down. 10-second timer going off. Continuum
another one.
up
Continuum's
towards
up.
the net. Bluey, but towards the net again. That's a save by state. Now Vel is up. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Bluey can't get the touch, and No Capes force the next game 7.
Wow, this was intense last minute there. As literally 3 opportunities. FireWall came knocking at the door, literally clinching moments, and not quite able to get that one squeaked out. But we're gonna have a bracket reset. Let's let these guys know what they're in for.
All right, chat. What are you thinking here? FireWall, can they step it up and take on No Capes? No Capes winning this one 4-1. They are looking so strong right now against a team that they probably should have lost to. Let's face it. But that said, Godflow calling the best of 21.
All right. Hopefully everybody drops there.
All right. It looks like we're going to have a server reset, right, Jen?
Yes.
Mystery in the chat. What's up, man? Good to see you. We're having a bracket reset here, so it's going to be the last 7 games, best of. Potential here for No Capes to come back after a loss in the semis or in the finals of the upper bracket against FireWall to come back and take the whole thing.
All right. Setting up the server right now. Joining.
Grandest of grand finals. Pretty much what the Muffin Man said as we wait for the players to jump into the new server.
So, for those of you just tuning in, this playoffs has been a best of or double elimination. So, first of all, thank you for joining us. We're getting people out onto the ice, although, Jax, there we go. Okay, we're good. We are opposite on the face-off, and we are going to have Bell to start things off for us as they race in. to begin this final best of 7. This one almost leaked off, but Saint is going to get there to stop Vel's shot attempt. Emptiness now pops that one out to center. Continuum is going to collect that one, though, and put that one up. Dark Demise going up. Just is able to tip it in front of him. Saint now mixes up with Bluey, resulting in a cross, but Dark Demise right where he needed to be. And they're on the board early. No capes. Strong. Just kind of the right place, right time, as Dark Demise coming from that opposite side. Didn't have anybody in his way, and jumps on the open net there. Bluey and Dark Demise now rushing in. Dark Demise is going to edge out. Veldo is going to collect and put one past Saint, but Emptiness, the last man back there, comes up big with his save. 4.5 minutes left. Dark Demise meeting Vel along the left-hand side there. Bluey's going to go up for it. Gets a tip down. Continuum coming from far back is not going to be able to get up in time to beat Emptiness there. Saint now advancing it up the right-hand side. Puts one into Bluey. Emptiness elects to come up for a 50-50. No capes. Trying to manage and collect the puck down on their end. Continuum now taking it up around the right-hand side, but this one drops. Sends a nice long clip down to the opposite firewall end. A bit of a back and forth. Oh, Continuing comes up, gets a demo on Saint. And literally, back to the races we go. This is a good opportunity. Bluey goes in, tried to maybe get a K-dop or a flow shot, as we like to call it in the Snow Day community, but not going there. Bluey now with another attempt. It looked like, unfortunately, Emptiness maybe have expected something different, as both he and Saint a little bit out of position, resulting in that sneaky little fast break opportunity by Bluey. And we find ourselves tied up with 3:30 left on the clock. X-Wing formation. Team's only electing to send one. Dark Demise is going to race back and be the first one to collect it, though. Pops one back past Bluey. Gets a little combo pop there with Saint and Dark Demise. Nice strategic play. Efficient. And they're back on top. 3:18 left to go.
Doesn't look like FireWall really wants to let this thing go. They want to win this, as watching them pretty much wake up here in the first 2 minutes.
Bluey now pops one out to the left-hand side. Emptiness is going to be the first out there, but it results to vet. But oh my goodness, Dark Demise is going off as he picks up his hat trick and third of this match.
Yeah, no capes. Really feeling it right now. And again, FireWall found themselves in the wrong position at the wrong time. Dark Demise is ready to bring the darkness.
All right, Emptiness and Bell now meeting. Bell and Continuum are going to pick up the advantage off of the Continuum again, able to get over and drop this one down. Bluey there, but Saint also there. And he does pick up his Savior medal. We're not even halfway through, and he's got a Savior to his name. So definitely seeing some action and some opportunities here on the ice. Continuum now trying to drop one in for Vel. Bluey may have gotten in the way of that one, trying to maintain that high speed play.
Oh,
Bluey picks up a shot opportunity right there as well. Doesn't fall though.
I'm waiting for FireWall to just wake up. It just seems like they're not really connecting well. They're finally starting to see some team plays and things, but it's mostly just no capes, applying tons of pressure. The moment it gets anywhere near their net, they're able to clear it out and keep going.
The spacing, I will say, is definitely leaning advantage to no capes right now. I'm seeing FireWall bunch up a little bit, and a couple of double commits that really are leaving at least one of them out of position on certain occasions. Saint now trying to stop run that could have been a decent pressure, and a strong challenge there against Continuum over in the corner. Fighting this one down, nice little touch from Emptiness there to try and advance it, but FireWall not going to go down without a fight, as Bluey streaks in from the right side and puts one in.
Bluey going full ham right here, just slamming that fender into the puck. Dark Demise not expecting that sort of a shot coming at him. And they're within a goal here, minute and a half left. Plenty of time here for FireWall to reorganize themselves and just piece apart No Capes.
That was actually a decent kickoff for FireWall as well, as that one could have resulted in a decent aerial shot opportunity, but Dark Demise was able to get back and up to it on the defensive end. Bell now trying to get something going from his corner, drops one down to Bluey. Again, Dark Demise comes up with a big defensive challenge. Saint not really sure what he was doing, maybe thought that the pass back to Saint, rather that would be Emptiness, would have worked out in their favor, but it results in the exact opposite, as kind of really a missed touch puts one high above the No Capes goal, and Bluey raced in there to jump right on top of it, and we're tied up.
And that was a really hard ball to read on the defensive side. No Capes were coming at their net with the puck dropping in front of it. There was only one or two things that you can do at that point, and most of the time, at least when it's a ball, you can kind of fly at it, expecting a bounce. You can get a little bit of a pinch play off the backboards, but in this case, the puck will just die out. There's not really much they can do, as they found themselves on the wrong side of the play.
A strike from Emptiness is going to be just wide. Credits him with the center there. This was just off. 30 seconds remaining, though. We're tied up. Bell with a clear. Emptiness kind of collapsing in on it from center ice. Although this one, Continuum puts up a little bit of pinch, sends it far down to the other corner. Bell now working with Bluey over in the right-hand corner. Are we going to see the first overtime of this series? Looks like it is. We raked it to overtime. 3-3. Emptiness and Bell.
We're literally watching FireWall start to wake up. No Capes really trying to bring out the best in them, but No Capes definitely not going to back down here. Overtime well underway here in this reset.
Emptiness trying to take one high around the right-hand side. Although a follow-up by Saint keeps the pressure up. Almost tries to get the little backflip touch to go, but knowing Emptiness now coming around from the right-hand side keeps them contained. A nice touch by Bluey, though, gets it past, and FireWall now with the opportunity. Continue trying to work it over. Bluey now in the corner. Trying to get it, does get it past Saint. Looking for Bell. Goes off just the opposite side of his car. Emptiness now. Nothing really going as Bluey takes it, and we're back the other way.
Yeah, we're starting to see FireWall leaving someone back just to make sure they can clean up a play, especially with opportunities like that. Vel found his way through that play. Saint doing the exact same thing, though, staying back and making sure they can attack quickly. Vel wrapped that one around just in time. FireWall getting a little bit antsy.
Oh, this could be a setup. Emptiness goes up, tips it wide. Bluey's there for the Dark Demise, get on it to send one back, and we're back off to the races. A good defensive stop by either Bell or Continuum there, but still, the puck is close. Continuum tries to push it out, and it's met by Dark Demise. Bluey goes up, tries the long strike. That's going to be Emptiness back this time. Emptiness, ooh, almost had a little bit of a break. He landed on the puck, kind of stubbing his momentum there.
I'm trying to sort out the team plays here, or really lack thereof. We're not seeing a lot of pass plays. They're there, but we're just not seeing a lot of them. Kind of waiting for that random shot like that one from Vel.
I will agree with you, Ninja. We actually haven't been seeing a lot of kind of formulated plays. It's mostly reactionary, as Bell is able to kind of put this one past them and sneak in with the first victory, but kind of actually a similar fashion to what ended their first series, as kind of just a little bit of a out of position from a rotational perspective allows a goal to get snuck in there in overtime.
As we're looking for FireWall here to kind of step it up against No Capes. It was a close series when we saw them earlier, a 4-3.
Look at that shot differential, though.
Yeah, FireWall just putting pressure on No Capes at this point. But No Capes has that great defense that they've been showing off pretty much all day.
It's true. 8 saves.
8 saves. I mean, you can't argue with that. So FireWall has their work cut out for them. They need to mix up those plays and keep No Capes on their toes.
But I gotta say, I'm just loving this action. Thank you so much to all of you joining us. We hope you two are enjoying all of this sweet snow day fun. All right, we got the players. They're back out on the ice, and we're going to get underway for our second bout of this grand final sudden death best of 7. FireWall taking the early series lead up by 1, and also taking, I guess, the early potential only for a brief second as No Capes responds in near immediate fashion. A challenge by Saint and a long strike and pass up by Emptiness to find Dark Demise, and they sneak it in the right-hand corner only 7 seconds into this second match.
And that right there is the passing plays that I'm looking for. Get a teammate up, get him set up, but be conservative about it like that. Bluey was all the way back, just kind of watching the play develop. And because of that, Continuum able to just be super aggressive and draw out the 2 defenders. Dark Demise can't get there in time, but Bluey just going supersonic ASAP, tying this one up quickly. Only 10 seconds in the game and 2 goals scored.
Emptiness and Continuum now meeting for the face-off. They're going to push this one over into the No Cape side, and it's going to be Saint who's going to collect it and advance it up. He actually pushed it all the way down to the FireWall corner before Vel finally gets a collection on it. Bluey now pops up into the other corner. Oh, a double demo as Dark Demise and Continuum decide that they are tired of each other's existence. Oh my god, Dark Demise trying to sneak one in, isn't able to. Good opportunities though coming for No Capes as they currently hold the pressure and are keeping things down in the FireWall zone. Bluey finally getting up and a touch, trying to get a second one down from the ceiling, and they find themselves now putting the pressure on over in the No. Oh, a good challenge by Bluey. I mean, it's questionable there. It looked like people were just kind of jumping and going airborne for no apparent reason. Maybe Saint was trying to turn around there, but no challenge coming out from the goal. Leaves Bluey enough time to squeeze in there and kind of pop one in. They find themselves up by 1. Still plenty of time left on this game.
And we're just waiting for No Capes to sort of respond a little bit more aggressively. They have been kind of laid back in their sort of play style, and it worked obviously for the first finals before the bracket reset, but FireWall starting to catch on. Obviously they take the lead here in game 2.
Not only that, but they have the series lead in this grand final sudden death best of 7. No resets after this one. Whoever takes it is going to be the RHL Season 1 champs. A long time in the making and coming. It'd be so nice to crown one of these teams and give them their share of the prize money. Dark Demise coming out with a big save as Bluey was approaching in high from that left-hand corner. He and Emptiness now work to get one pushed back out past center ice. Get one sneak past Bluey, but Vel was able to put Dark Demise a double touch, stomp, and tied up exactly halfway through this match.
Can't get much closer than that. Tied up right halfway, 2-2. So many twos. Just half, 1/2, 2-2 at 2:29. Ah, jeez.
Emptiness now meeting with Bluey, pushing one out to the side. Bluey's gonna get that. Saint comes over with the. Wow, what a cover by Saint. He just literally kind of put himself right in between where he needed to just kind of guide that one, and because of the position, it was actually Continuum coming up to try and push one back the other way that threw things off for Vel. who was unable to get the stop.
Yeah, Continuum obviously looking to send the puck the other way. He had the angle, just not quite the position on the puck. It was going to be a tough play anyways, but 3-2 now for No Capes. They're looking pretty good right now.
Dark Demise with a nice long clear, sending one up. Although this one gets returned almost immediately. Bell's going to collect it over in the right-hand corner and puts one up for Bluey, who takes one and just misses high. Emptiness now coming, advancing it. Picks up a couple demos. Dark Demise seemingly being where he needs to, literally on almost every play. Again, trying to put up more pressure and a shot in just wide right.
That said, though, No Capes has to get their defense up and running right now. They must build the wall to keep this one-goal lead, not get too antsy on the offense, because stuff like that can happen right there. Bluey just able to control the puck in the air like that.
Nice touch by Emptiness, setting a nice opportunity up for Dark Demise, who gets a follow to his first attempt, and does get a bit of that cushion that they were looking for. A minute and 13 left to go. Down or up, they find themselves up by 2 now. And Dark Demise and Bell for the next face-off. FireWall going to have to turn it on to keep themselves holding on to that lead in this series.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm waiting for FireWall to just pop off right here in the last minute or so. They seem to be back to that sort of disorganized play that just not working out for them in that first series, and that allowed No Capes to get the bracket reset. They're finally starting to see a little bit of organization here, but Bluey just shadowing Vel way too close.
Yep, good rotations there by No Capes as Dark Demise and Saint had a nice little defensive passing play, able to advance it out of their zone. A demo, though, resulting in having a single man back there just to protect that lead of theirs. With 2 goals, though, and only 24 seconds left, definitely looking to tie up this series is No Capes. Saint now up the right-hand side. Likes to pause things. No real rush. Gets the boost. 10 seconds left. Bell really trying to do anything. No going, and that is going to do it. No Capes ties up the series 1-1.
No Capes tied up the series 1-1, just like you said, Jen. Playing some really, really solid midfield defense and just keeping that offensive pressure alive. Only one more shot than FireWall that time, but you know, sometimes that's all you need. Just get that one done, get her in, and allow FireWall to make the mistakes, and that's pretty much what they did on defense.
All right, we're going to get the server switched over to EU for this next 3. But boy, you couldn't ask for a better series between these 2 teams specifically, because the first best of 7 went to 7. No Capes comes back in the second best of 7 series to take 1, and now we find ourselves tied up a game apiece as we're going through this 3rd one, the grand finals. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it indeed. Unfortunately, I do need to go. I've had a family emergency come up and need to go take care of business.
Not a problem.
Really sorry. It happens.
It does. Thank you so much for coming and joining us for this stream, though. Pleasure to have you as always. And
this is awesome. I've always liked Snow Day. I think it's a lot of fun to play. And in my opinion, it's so much more fun to cast it, just because the randomness that can happen at any point really just changes up the game, and it forces players to play just that little bit different. And if they're just slightly out of their comfort zone compared to the other players, they might go down. So best of luck to both teams, FireWall and No Capes, playing solid series all the way through. And thank you guys for having me. It's been awesome.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with your family emergency, and I'm sure we'll catch you very soon. Thanks again, Ninja, for joining us, and hope you have a great rest of your day, bro.
Got it, guys. I'll catch you later.
All right, we've got the server created. We've got the teammates or their teams back down on the ice. Series tied up 1-1. Bluey and Saint meeting off for the face-off. This one's going to go initially in, we're just going to call this FireWall's favor, as that one's set up for Vel, and he jumps on it, striking from center ice off of a touch from Dark Demise. But nobody back on rotation, as Emptiness was the closest one to make an attempt, but FireWall on the board early. Emptiness and Vel now squaring off. Emptiness going to be the first to get the touch. Bluey and Dark Demise both with the follow, but boy, we're only 10 seconds into this match, and kind of just an unfortunate chain of events, I guess, if you're no capes, and immediately down by 2. We're going to have Saint and Bluey this time around. They're going to push one out to the right. Belle's going to be the first one over to it. Going to try and take one high. Emptiness comes out with a good challenge, though. Continuum not able to get the collection that he wanted to, but Belle puts one off to the left. Dark Demise tries to go up for a challenge. It forces Saint to come out of the goal and go up for it. One more back, though, in Emptiness. Saint comes up with a really great defensive effort off that back wall, collecting a save as Vel came in from the sky to put up a shot opportunity. But we're back into the race, and down to the other end as Emptiness now attempts to put the pressure from high above. FireWall goal. Continuum there, getting up in time to stop that one. This one gets pushed out to the right-hand side. Oh man, Dark Demise coming up, putting a big demo on Bluey to stop that challenge in its tracks. Kind of trading blows back and forth here. Now a minute and a half almost passed in this game. Continuing trying to put in pressure from the side. Does find Bluey, but Emptiness is just able to get enough to avoid a third goal being scored. And now Saint takes one up the right hand side, drops one down, almost gets it past Continuum, who bodies it off to the left hand side. Doesn't get too far though, as Dark Demise and Emptiness both there for a follow of contests, and puck remains down in FireWall territory. Dark Demise now getting one, puts one down to the center. Vel able to pop that one out. Off to the races in the other direction, but both Saint and Dark Demise are back. And we're heading off the other way. Oh, a good touch by Bluey, but nobody on his team there to be able to collect and put that one in from the opposite side. They were retreating back. Emptiness is going to advance one up the right-hand side this time, but it's not getting past Bluey. Oh no, a potential, a little bit of a miscommunication as Bluey went for another touch and bumps Bell out of the way of a potential scoring opportunity. Literally back and forth, both teams trading blows at this moment. FireWall sitting on that 2-goal lead though. Getting to be about 2 minutes left. Trying to take it around the right-hand side. Not really making it too far in either direction is either team. Emptiness looking for Dark Demise and a little bit of passing play. Not too much going. A little tip by Bluey sets up an opportunity. Saint back in where he needed to be. Also Dark Demise picking up a Saint in that exchange, or I mean a save in that exchange. Now headed in the other direction though, Saint looking for Emptiness. Not quite going. Bluey's able to get back in the other direction. A few going up for the puck high above the corner there. Bell coming up. Actually no, that would be a Saint getting a demo on Bell. Continuum trying to make it through a gaggle of no capes defenders. Likes to take one high up the wall, looking for Bluey. Saint gets in the way of it. That Emptiness with a nice touch though, and he's gonna do it for his squad. A minute left, and he brings them back within one.
Yeah, and what a shot it was. Emptiness getting the double touch across the middle, able to deke around one of the FireWall defenders, and now the deficit's only one. Let's see if No Capes can come back.
Is that the beautifully silky voice of my good friend Godflow joining me?
I don't know about beautifully or silky unless you're talking about the gameplay, and Bluey's as well, just coming across, hitting off of the crossbar and out the other side.
Dark Demise picking up his savior in this game. Again, coming up big on a defensive end as he keeps that one from getting too close. Let's see what he can do on an offensive perspective as he takes it up the right-hand side.
It looks like Dark Demise is going to try to come across the roof there, gets a tough pinch around to the other side corner boards. Saint's going to block it, throw another one in front, but Bell's back to take that, but it's back into the corner. Can Saint get it around? He cannot.
Dark Demise is going to be the first one over to it. Tries to push one past Bluey, no going there. Saint with a follow. But it's Emptiness who now gets it past two, forcing Continuum to streak in from the goal. Last man back, but now Bell rotates into that position. Final 5 seconds, and it does not look like No Capes is going to be able to get one back, as currently FireWall maintains control of the puck, but it hasn't touched the ground yet, so the fat lady has not sung. But that one's going to do it. So FireWall picks up a win, and I guess edges back into the lead for this best of 7.
Yeah, another very close game as they've been, but if you look at these shot totals, all on the FireWall side, but if you look at the saves, they were making the saves. If I'm correct here, we are on, yes, okay, so we did the server reset last game, so we will be set up and ready to go.
Yep, correct. We've got 2 more games before we have another server reset.
So series score 2-1 in FireWall. We'll come across, and not very often you see all the shots and all the saves on all of each of the other sides.
That's been the kind of wrap for the past 2 games, though. Let's see if No Capes can do anything to get some offense going here in this next one. We have a potential for an X-Wing face-off, though. Let's see if both sides sends 2. We haven't seen any do such today, and that string continues as Dark Demise and Bell go in. Some results popping back into the FireWall territory, though, but Bluey gets back out to mid-ice in short order.
Yeah, Bluey seems to be the one that's getting the double air touches in the air, at least getting over 2 defenders. Luckily, the last one has learned to sit back and preventing him, and No Capes is going to have to keep that up if they want to get back in this.
Emptiness, I guess, trying to get a follow and maybe a bump on him out of the way, but there's Continuum is able to get up and push that one out wide. But oh, another attempt by Emptiness. Oh, so close.
Yeah, just skimmed across the goal line there, not able. It pinches out. That would have been a good one for the motivating factor for No Capes, but here they come back quickly the other way. This one's going to drop in front. Anybody home? Bell gets it away.
Saint almost there. So close. Now the other end, though, Bluey coming up with his own aerial madness. Puts one in close off the right-hand corner. Kind of trading blows back and forth now. Saint versus 2 is able to get enough of a touch to put it past one, but Bell puts one into Bluey. Bluey gets a demo on empty. Tane can take it up right-hand. Saint back. Oh, missed by Bell. That was a missed opportunity. They're going to wish they had that one back.
Yeah, this game is going to be the one of gas. It just keeps crossing the net line, but doesn't want to cross in, and there's another one. Bluey going to try to take this one, gets met by Dark, but he can't stop him. Gets an air touch there. It's going to drop down, and Saint coming the other way. He has a chance. Bell kicks it to the corner.
One-on-one with Bell. Bell's able to put that one out. Almost makes it to mid-ice. Does finally get there. Now Bluey around the right-hand side and does find Continuum. They are the first on the board. They control the game advantage right now, and they do have the ping advantage as well, so maybe that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, Bluey just taunted him in there, got him to come in for the touch, went around the wall, and finally Continuum was able to meet a puck before it crossed over to the other side of the post. 1-0. Oh, close to being 2.
Continuum, yeah, trying to get a cheeky little side tap to get it past Saint, but no going. Emptiness trying to get a follow there. And then, boy, Saint has had a couple of shots that he's had close to going, but not quite falling. This could easily be 2-1 in favor of No Capes right now, but a decent defensive effort. Oh my goodness, Dark Demise does able to fall as he captures one just wide of that post, but a little nice, delicate touch there as he pinched it on the wall, and he just pushed it right down in. Beautiful play by Dark Demise.
Able just to carry that one in and over, and it actually crossed the line there. I was afraid it was going to wiggle out, but as you can see, every time FireWall gets the lead, they kind of bite into a little bit of a shell and gives No Cape a firing chance to get back. Speaking of firing, somebody exploded there at center ice.
Blue is going to be the first over into the corner, though. Nice touch. Great shot opportunity. Saint was able to read that one, though. Gets in the way of it. Dark Demise trying to push this one back out. Bluey's not having it. Finally, Emptiness gets one pushed out. But let's see what they get. Great. Nope, Vel comes up. A nice clear. Forces things again back out to center, but a nice challenge by Bluey puts one over, or Saint rather, puts one over in front of FireWall goal.
Get close there. Dark Demise is going to push this one into the corner boards. Bluey just going to pop one up to a teammate. Or to himself, it looks like, but Saint's able to stop him there along the wall.
Let's see what Bell can touch. Great touch off of that back wall bounce, if you will. Nothing going, though. Literally, both teams trying to get something going. Essentially trade in possession, trade in sides, but a couple of opportunities close. Man. Well, we've had more opportunities close and not going than we've had this game.
Yeah, sometimes just crossing that line, sometimes called the magnet, sometimes called the vacuum cleaner, but it's not sucking anything into the net here, not giving anybody. They're making them work for their goals here, and a nice save there by Continuum. Can he come for a fast break the other way?
Bluey with a good touch, it's on target, and Dark Demise is not going to have speed to be able to get back in time for that one, but that's what they needed. As they find themselves now up by one with 1 minute left.
High tap, Bluey able to find the finish now. Going down to 3-1. They have a minute. They're going to have to come back here.
A good, strong challenge by Dark Demise. And this one gets pushed over. A little bit of a mistouch by Vel, unless he was specifically trying to change his direction. But this could be a little dangerous, as literally No Capes has an opportunity, and Dark Demise jumps on it, tying things up. Only took him 13 seconds this time around.
Yeah, again, like I was talking about, FireWall just jumping into the shell as soon as they have the lead, but their shell hasn't been very effective. It's just lounging around the net waiting for the puck to come to them, and by the time it's there, it's already past them, and now we have a tie game.
Continuum and Emptiness now battling it out. All this is going in the way of FireWall as Dark Demise is the last one back, but Bluey and Vel continue that pressure, push one up along the left-hand corner. Streaks across the face of the goal, but another close one that's not going to go.
Oh, opportunity there, saved by Dark Demise. Under 30 seconds remaining here. Is somebody going to end it, or are we going to head to another overtime?
Bluey looking for Vel, not quite finding him. Continuing with a strong clear, though, sends one down. Saint now trying to take it in. The two members of FireWall there. Emptiness, plenty of time to come up for the challenge. Gets a nice high one on the left-hand corner. Is this going to be enough? It's an opportunity. Saint was up for it, but not quite there in time. Time has expired. Is it going to touch the ground? Not just yet.
It's still hanging. There we go. Now we're headed. They actually tried FireWall, the play they scored on the last time, the Continuum off that wall to Bluey, with Bluey directing it in. They did have No Capes had a man back, able to stop it that time.
I think it seems that FireWall also wanted to have the last that No Capes has pulled off in 2 of our games today with 0-second scores on the clock, but not going that time. Bluey now, though, trying to take one up the left-hand side in this overtime. Almost had an opportunity. Arkham position. Forces one out to the corner temporarily.
Bluey, able to get the save, but it goes. He puts it away, and I believe we are tied at 2 games apiece.
You got that right. Well placed, upper right hand corner. Nobody had the time to be able to get up to stop that one, and we are tied up.
Let's take a look at these stats here. I mean, that was a definite, and again, this time not 0 shots. They actually had 8, 3 of them going in. They had the server disadvantage, didn't affect them that much. They came back strong. 3 games left, 1 on EU servers, and then I believe 2 back on US East.
That is correct.
All right. I am ready. It's too bad FireWall can't play from behind all the time, because that seems like when they're making their best plays. Whenever they are full systems go, usually they sit Vel back. It seems to work out for them with the Continuum and Bluey upfront combination. Let's see what they go through here. We're tied up. It's a best of 3.
Are you saying that FireWall just needs a fire lit under the butts?
That's pretty much exactly it. They just need, like, the desperation. If not, because that shell is not going to cut it for them.
Continuum and Dark Demise mate for this face-off. It's going to result in No Capes kind of pulling out the early advantage. Dark Demise putting it past 2. He's going to get it, drop it over to Saint, who puts an attempt on, but doesn't quite get the angle he needs. Sends one wide. Bell in emptiness now, challenging for a 50-50 midair. Results in a cross that Dark Demise is going to get over to first. Continuum now collecting. Pushes one into the corner. Tries to take it up around. Nobody in his way. Oh my goodness!
Not go in!
You can't get any closer than that, that's for certain.
Yeah, somebody definitely turned the vacuums or the magnets off in this game. Another one just crossing the goal crease, and all it had to do was take an inch one way or the other, and I believe the front or the back end would have went in one way, but no, just skidded straight across. Bluey gonna send this one at the opposite net.
Emptiness now, collecting it in his end. Is not going to get it past Velbo, who puts a nice center in. If not for Dark Demise, that would have definitely a goal, as Continuum was right where he needed to be. Dark Demise now, good play, holding on to it up along the left-hand wall. Trying to wait for Emptiness to get in. Kind of waited too long though, allowed FireWall a bit of time to get them set up, and now they're putting on the pressure as Continuum looks for Vel. A nice touch by Dark Demise to pop that and out of the way though.
Yeah, Bluey looks to contain this one and push the other way. Gonna go high. Vel's gonna be able to center, I thought, but maybe a drop to Continuum, but he leaves it as well. Bluey finally able to stop the rush. Is anybody back? This could be an on-man break.
Oh, it's close!
Oh, what a
Bluey
save.
with a great touch. Saint looking for Dark Demise. Dark Demise also looking to try and pass back to Emptiness. Trying to find those little quick team passing plays, which is great. Oh my goodness, Bluey with a long right in this. Oh no!
Finally went. There it was, the stand-up pinch by Bluey. Just waited it out, sent it down. It wraps around the post and sits there, and even if Dark Demise got to it, I'm not sure what else he could have done to it. It goes in 1-0 FireWall.
Yeah, Dark Demise actually did get to it. I don't know if he would have had to get that wide, but a good follow by, I believe, was Bell or somebody to make sure then that one wasn't going to sneak out. But still half time left to go in this game. And with the way these teams have kind of been back and forthing it, you know, it could go really either way. Emptiness now collecting it down in his zone. Having to fight past 2 as Continuum and Vel are both putting up the pressure. A little bit of a 50-50 attempt between Saint and Vel. Sends one careening to the far end.
Yeah, Continuum going to take this one. Centers the Val. Is anybody back? It's going to go 2-0.
It's kind of been the story of the day. We've got counterattacks, and then we've just got long strikes from defensive challenges that are leaking in. Gotta always watch out in this game mode, and I guess even in Soccer too. Find yourself in the right spot, in great positioning, and goals and strikes can happen.
Yeah, both of the goals here on the counter-attack, I believe somebody must have told FireWall that I was critiquing their shell game because it's actually come alive in this one, but we're going to have to see if No Capes can come alive and tie this up.
Emptiness finally gaining control of the puck as they had to battle down in their corner for a good little bit. But they've pushed one out, at least back out to the center, although Bell now pops one up, gets it over Emptiness, and sneaks it into the side. They're starting to run away with this one, although honestly we saw games like that in the first series too, where I believe it was FireWall that came in with close to a Brazil, and then the immediate following game was No Capes returning a beating to them in quick fashion. So Dark Demise and Bell racing over into the corner, trying to set something up. Works its way over to the far side, but FireWall is going to be able to advance it, puts one in close, and again, they pick up another one as Emptiness's challenge is just not enough to go up against both Continuum and Bell, who are coming in and putting the bodies on.
Yeah, unfortunately, Emptiness losing the Batmobile there. The flatter car is not going to help you when it's coming up the post there. Going to get it up and around, pinches in for nothing. No Capes is going to have to get off a flat foot. There they go, charging the puck.
Saint with a nice stop up high on his back wall. Drops one down for Emptiness, and Demise again comes up with a nice chip. Bell remaining back. He's the singular defensive spoke that they've needed. Ooh, a miss by Bluey. Sets up an opportunity, but No Capes is not going to be able to take advantage of it. But it still might be a little too late sort of situation, as they are still down by 4 in this one.
Yeah, No Capes giving FireWall all the respect because none of the whiffs are being jumped on. They actually had quite a few in this game that just slipped out from under the car or flew by, but another member of FireWall coming up second to the puck, and they're not taking advantage.
This one kind of bounces off of Continuum, who ends up getting demoed by Emptiness. But again, they're probably... Oh, a nice strike long from Bluey is just kind of icing on the cake for this one. 2 seconds left, but they are definitely going to inch further into the lead in this series, as they'll take a 3-1 advantage.
Yeah, you're not going to have much more momentum going into the championship game coming up next. So over to this one. Anybody going to touch it? We're going to wait it out, and there it is.
All right, FireWall finds themselves one closer. Kind of do or die sort of situation for No Capes now, as
well, it's a good time because I believe they do get the server change.
Well, 3-1. No, we've got one more European first. So no server change yet.
Are you sure?
Was that only the 4th match?
Nope.
Was that... So then we're 3-2 in the series?
Well, Jen's been here through the full contest, guys. I think he's getting a little weary. We're going to get him a drink. We're going to change some servers, and we'll be right back. Thank everybody for coming out and watching. This is the finale for our great Season 1.
Connection to the server timed out. That's no fun.
Oh.
Try it again.
Not even the servers can stop us now, says who? I heard afterwards Norfolk is making everybody margaritas at his house. He will also offer free plumbing. What a generous offer. All right, I believe we have no capes. I'll get to see if I finally get to watch the Lightning up close and personal, or if they will hold off and wait for FireWall to join. So this could end up being it. FireWall only needing one more win, and they will take the championships. Can No Capes make the 2-game reverse? We will see.
All right, so we got No Capes. Just waiting for FireWall to join. Let me message Bell. All right, and we've got Bluey and FireWall now, so we're getting underway.
Teams joining up, so let's hear in chat, is this it? Is FireWall about to take it, or are we going to head to Game 7?
Potential X-Wing face-off. Let's see who they send. Traditionally been the left-hand side for FireWall and the right-hand side for No Capes. And they are going to mix it up on me. Continuum trying to take it around, looking there, and is met though. Oh, Bluey with a nice touch, sneaks one up in the upper hand side. Beautiful strike.
Yeah, if you watched from the first series against No Capes to this one, the first one he was getting the touches in the air, able to come down and direct them, but he wasn't quite getting them in. Now he's controlling them straight towards the net and gives them the 1-0 lead.
Say not where he needed, had to adjust on the defensive perspective. Oh no, Bluey! What a save by Dark Demise though. Pushes up around the left-hand corner. Bluey is there. Elects to not touch that one, but it gets sent far down by Saint.
Dark doing a good job holding that one off. He's going to meet Bluey on the wall. It's going to go up front and center, but nobody home.
Emptiness first to try and touch it, but elects to let Saint come at from a different direction. Continuum gets over it on the wall though, puts one past Dark. Saint is forced to come out from the goal, and if not so, that would have been super dangerous for them. Although this one's dangerous. Can Vel get a touch? Not the touch he wanted. And Emptiness is not going to collect that for a breakaway of his own, but Bluey coming in, snaking it from 2, forces Dark Demise to go up high on his own wall. FireWall definitely putting up the pressure currently. Vel now getting it down in front again. Saint not quite able to get the clear that he for some further kind of clenching moments there.
Yeah. 3:30 left. At what time do you think being down 1, maybe 2, and it is Vel able to put it away? Vel gets a chip up high. Bluey's going to follow it in, hits off the crossbar, dies low. Nobody able to get it out, and Vel directs it into the net. Gives them the 2-0 lead. So, Jen, I ask you, when does No Capes go full on the offense?
Well, I mean, if I'm them, I want to start early because I don't want to be in a position you get to that last minute, because then you really are forced to really commit to everything. So they don't want to let much time pass before they get back on the board. But more pressure from FireWall.
What a pass!
Continuum coming from that follow position, just kind of pushes it around that post.
Drops it up down and just able to put it away was Continuum. And Bluey just right now putting on a clinic, scoring in different ways, making passes in a variety. And No Capes, I believe, 3 minutes, need 3 goals. They got to go all in.
Oh, Saint and Emptiness with a great opportunity that unable. Bluey going up with a great pass.
Man.
Bell streaking in. Kind of saw that one forming as they had the 2-on-1 advantage in the fast break. Great pass there by Bluey, jumping up to put that one into the center. And Bell knowing exactly what he needed to do. Well, Godflow, 4 goals now.
I think it's time to go all in.
I mean, another strike Bluey puts up. Dark Demise pulling the save in. The pressure is pretty consistent, though, as FireWall continues to kind of just march and throw attempt after attempt in.
Yeah, not seeing any shell game here. They're still going all forward, and with a 4-0 lead, they should feel pretty comfortable.
Empty miss. Throwing one across. Finds Saint on the other side. Not able to get it going. Tries to take it up around the right. Is met by emptiness, but Belt comes with another.
Oh, what a save!
What a save by Saint! Bluey now, again up the left-hand corner, fires one in. High. Too much speed, though. Not going to stick. Continuum with a follow-up bench. Sends one high. No real danger. Back the other way. Ooh, another good body by Continuum. Actually pulls a save out of that exchange.
It was close there. It looks like Continuum is going to try to center, but gets blocked by Dark Demise. They need something here.
It's got to go.
Bell saves it off. Going to be reset,
no.
but Bluey's able to get it out. That could be the play that seals the deal. Just over a minute left. Can something or someone take FireWall down?
If I'm FireWall, I am keeping up the pressure. Because that's going to run down the clock more than anything. And Continuum with a nice little cheeky touch. Sneaks one by, I believe, emptiness there as they are kind of definitely putting the nail in the coffin. Less than a minute left, 5 goals to go. I'm not saying that there have been crazier things that have happened, but certainly not looking good. No Capes isn't even challenging the face-off at this point.
Absolutely insane. I don't think anybody predicted this game to go this way. There was a chance, and just nothing would fall for him.
Both Saint and Dark Demise with a good opportunity. Both putting attempts up, but both covered.
They saved the FireWall for this match, putting it up in front of their net. Just no Capes, not able to put anything away right now. Will this be the one?
Strike by emptiness. Final 20 seconds of RHL Season 1, potentially. Like it.
Here we go. This could be the end. Continuum trying to end it.
Final 10 seconds. That is definitely going to do it. Rocket Hockey League Season 1. Congratulations to all teams that participated. But when this
can't end if the puck never touches, but it does. Everybody break out your fireball for FireWall. What a series of games we had today. The showings by No Cape, the Force It to 4 series today. They took it to Game 7 of overtime in the end of Game 1. Took out Team Wang in straight sets and then came back to reset the bracket on FireWall, but FireWall able to hold tight, win it in the end. They are your Season 1 champions.
All right, I am touching base with Vel to see if we have interest to get them in to talk about our matchups. But thank you so much. What's great freaking hockey action that we had. FireWall, your champions, but No Capes putting up a great showing of themselves, having a fight in all 3 of these best of 7s, and certainly taking it. Actually, I'm sorry, all 4 of these best of 7s. They've had a busy day. But again, so great to watch this. Congratulations to FireWall.
Yeah, again, some info before if they come in or not. I want to say thank you to everyone that was involved in making this final possible. Firstly, somebody that probably doesn't get enough credit than he should. RHL Jax, I believe it's Jax Wowed. Go ahead, type all your information in chat. Everybody should give this man a follow. He is playing Snow Day every day, if not another game, always having a great time. Follow him and thank him. Ginstream went the distance in the booth today. I'm sure he's looking for water or some other drink, maybe some FireWall himself. Muffin Man, he was around all times. He helped with backroom stuff. I was around. Ninja Rider, especially for cutting in. Hopefully everything is going on with him. We'll give everybody word if possible. If he gives us word, hopefully everything is fine. We hope and pray the best for him. RHL, Danky Cow, PD, all the other commissioners that were part. I know Team Wang, Team No Capes, they just put on a show all day long, straight series. I know they're tired. They definitely deserve everybody's admiration and respect. FireWall won it all. Jen, am I forgetting anybody? I know it's been a crazy day.
I mean, I want to, again, extend a thank you to Jax for being our wonderful broadcaster today. Thank you to Ninja Rider for joining us for the majority of the stream. It's so great to have him involved and back, casting some snow day action. I do want everybody to absolutely stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled, because now that season 1 is out of the way, we are going to be steaming full head into season 2, which is going to have a kind of a much different structure, or at least a little bit of a different structure as compared to season 1. But we're gonna get things streamlined and buttoned up, and we've got a whole bunch of other single day and various flavor types of tournaments and events that we've got in store for everybody as well. So be looking forward. One of the things that I do know that is coming up for everyone to keep their eye outs for, I'm going to be holding another SDC rigged tournament here fairly soon, and I believe at the end of October for Halloween, we're going to have Team Tobo setting up a 24-hour Pumble event, which is going to be crazy exciting. They did it last year, and it was a whole bunch of fun. So certainly stay tuned and be on the lookout for that. But thanks so much for your interest, and we got a whole bunch of great things on store for everyone in the future.
Yeah, again, I see a lot of people that came into stream during what's going on. What is this? This is awesome. How do I get involved in this? Well, I'm going to give you the main link. I'm about to spam the Discord like crazy. That should let everybody in if you go ahead and join that. All the info should be on the page. If not, ask around, ask questions. It's a great community. Everybody's friendly. You might see a neighborhood troll or so, but other than that, it's a great place to be. Keep an eye out, all the news. Hopefully we'll see everybody on there. Everything else is great. Good time. Congratulations again to FireWall. I don't know if anybody else has anything. It was a great time.
It definitely does look like at least Vel is a little bit tired after the festivities today and is fighting off a headache. So it doesn't look like we're going to get them in for interviews, but I am planning on having kind of a recap thing that's developed. So maybe we'll get some comments in. Nope, never mind. Vel is actually saying that he's in Discord, so maybe he is interested. Let me move him down. Vel, good sir, welcome. Actually, hold on. You might be muted. Nope, you're not.
Hey!
Congratulations, sir, and thanks so much for joining us in the booth. Boy, that was an intense day as No Capes really kind of took things the distance. But man, so much back and forth. Give us your thoughts. What were things feeling like going into the day? You guys have such a powerhouse team.
Indeed, it was pretty tough. Like the first grand final series was interesting. like the 5 games on an A in a row were pretty tough. Like we had some internet issues, but after that was fine then.
It definitely looked like there was adjustments that were taking place because like for the first series that you guys went, it was literally back and so one team would make an adjustment. Like in that very first series, like you guys had one game where you literally annihilated them, and then they turned around and did almost the same thing back. So it was a bunch of feeling things out. You guys would kind of hop up early and on the lead, and we could see you guys adjust and kind of play a little bit more defensively, but it ended up not necessarily working out in your favor in certain instances. So God, it was just back and forth, and such a treat for those of us watching.
Yeah, sometimes we had some problems in our rotation, like many double commits and something like that. But like in the past few games, we fixed it.
What are your thoughts, or can you give anything for the fans that are watching with respect to maybe some of the differences that you guys see when, I guess, compared to playing ball?
Like one main problems we had were the bounces. Like the puck doesn't bounce like a ball.
Absolutely. I mean,
and you have a lot more ground play and play above the wall and ceiling.
I think
Like,
a lot of
you can do high passes and so on, and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of soccer players, I guess, don't necessarily realize that just because of the trickiness and because of that erratic bounce that you get in the puck, that it throws so much more chaos into it, because people can go up for aerials and just the rotation, because you don't have something that's perfectly round, that thing decides to slide one way on you, and next thing you know, you got a whiff on your hands when you totally don't expect it. So I got to give you guys specifically so much props, and I'm so excited to see you guys play this game mode in addition to round ball, and congratulations again.
Thank you. Like, you got a big advantage as well if you can pinch the puck. Like, that's what Apes did pretty well.
I would say, in terms of, I guess, I don't know how much or how often do you guys end up playing Snow Day, but I had going into this, the Wang kind of being the seasoned people that play Snow Day all the time and don't play as much ball. No Capes was kind of the team that kind of is in the middle. I see them playing and participating in a few more of the Snow Day events and such, but they're also a really strong ball team, pretty close to RS caliber themselves. And then we had you guys coming in from the pros and the season, the oldest team in the field. You guys getting formed back in 2009, which is incredible. It's so awesome to see that you guys have stuck together and are still going strong. But gotta love it. I hope that we see you guys again for season 2, because it's going to be even bigger and better.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Thanks for hosting.
My pleasure. And thanks goes out to those of you that are still with us in chat. Thanks for spending the time on your Saturday, hanging out, closing out season 1 with us. Hope to see y'all around, and stay tuned for more goodness. Thanks so much.
Now Fireball and Jin.